What is something everyone looks stupid doing? Chasing after something blown away by the wind. In NYC, a lady crossed the street and midway her wig blew off. Everyone stopped and she walked to the middle of the intersection, bent over to pick it up, and her dress blew over her head. Contagious laughter from everyone, even her. Mad respect for that lady taking it in stride though. If you're going to publicly embarrass yourself, NYC is the place to do it. There's so much weird shit always happening in that town that it probably wouldn't even become dinner conversation for some people. Yep. I got caught in an unexpected, short but torrential rainstorm while wearing a white dress and had to ride the subway 40 blocks home. My dress was rendered nearly transparent, but somehow no one else in the train car was even wet. I must have looked miserable, because an old lady told me, "Cheer up, dear. You're just giving the guys something fun to think about when they get home." I did not find her comment comforting. When you're walking in the opposite way you're supposed to go and have to do a sudden 180 turn. When I realize I'm walking in the opposite direction to where I need to be, I get my phone out and pretend that someone's meeting me and they've given me the wrong location. Then I'll do a sigh and shake my head and then turn the other way. I usually go with the good old pocket slap and act like I forgot something. This works as well. You also need to throw your hands up in the air and yell seriously, turn around and walk away in disgust. Look horrified at the middle distance and run away screaming. Pick a random guy, make direct eye contact, cross your arms, a low bit audible sigh, shake your head and leave. When he turns away, whip out the prison glasses shank. Standing/sitting awkwardly while everyone sings happy birthday to you. But you have to be happy because it's for you. Don't you feel loved? This reminded me of Captain Holt. Why is no one having fun? I specifically requested it. I once got a memo in my Gov email about a mandatory fun day and I haven't stopped laughing about it for years. So, it worked, 4 years. Literally 1984. My military husband has these once a month. They usually go to Top Golf. Getting out of the back seats of a 2-door car. Best way to reenact the day you were born, head first, red-faced, and usually screaming and crying. I always felt like I was an illegal immigrant that made it across the border and I'm in the free. Took a while to not feel like I needed to instantly run when I got out. Reenact the Shawshank Redemption, the escape scene. Fierce online arguments will instantly make both sides look like dumb fucks. I've gotten into the habit of typing out my response, then deleting it and pretending I won. I don't even pretend I won. I just realize after typing my response that the potential frustration isn't worth my time and delete it without posting. Discard comment? Yes, discard. It's actually very cathartic. I find I work through a lot of stuff that way. Even though I delete without posting, I feel better for it. I try and agree with their worst points and in sneaky condescending way that leads them to think they won when I really was just making fun of their weakest parts of their argument while being ironic. Getting denied that high five. Damn. Or when you mess up a high five and have to do it again. The handshake turned fist bump turned handshake. It's a very awkward moment. Yeah, I never know what to do. Pro tip, look at the other person's elbow when going in for a high five. Someone told me this years ago and I don't know why it works, but it does. Never miss another high five. Chasing a ping pong ball. Joke's on you, I chase ping pong balls while moonwalking and it looks dope as fuck. I will never ever be this cool, man. Someone needs to create a gif of Michael Jackson moonwalking and dancing like a mad cunt while a ping pong ball bounces around. I've seen it, they ain't lyin'. Waving back to someone who isn't waving at you. Gah. It's so true. George Bush waving to Stevie Wonder. I wave to total strangers for the fun of it. Sometimes they wave back and I just stare behind them like I had a friend behind them or something. Haha, yup. But hey, we are friendly, damn it. Walking through a cobweb that no one else sees and then waving your arms around a lot to get rid of the cobwebs on your body. This one. And when they suddenly duck out the way after it hits them. And also trying to swat away a small flying creature. I think it was a Dane Cook bit where he said when this happens to him he just pretends to have just crossed the finish line of a race he didn't know he was in. Brian Regan also did a bit on it. Did you see that guy? He just snapped. Holy Spider-Man fuck. They will ruin you. Damn fucking spiders. This is not your sidewalk/garage/entryway/house. Go do your friendly Spider-Man pest killing job and then fuck off. A rant filmed from your car seat. Or a non-rant filmed from your exotic location car seat. The epilogue from Office Space comes to mind. There is too much salt on this margarita. I specifically asked for no salt. No salt! As an add-on, when people record themselves having mental breakdowns. We all look a bit silly when we confidently walk into a glass door we thought was open. Our brain assumes it's open until reality hits us. It's happened to the best of us, and it's always a good laugh afterwards. Reminded me of a woman I know who has a 6-inch scar starting at her shoulder and going down her arm. She said when she was a kid and her parents were viewing a home to rent, and she and her brother were chasing each other around the place. Bam! She ran into the sliding door. It broke, blood everywhere. Yes, they did end up renting it. Oh geez, this dredged up a memory from over 50 years ago. I'm 12, my brother is 10, Mom had just cleaned the sliding glass door into the backyard. Tells my brother, go get your sister, dinner is ready. He goes running, slam into the clean, now invisible, glass door. 7 hours in the ER and 212 stitches later, Mom, Dad, and brother came home. His face and arms were totally clear, but his legs were a mess. I'll have to give him a call tonight, I had totally forgotten about it. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why our patio doors are now made with tempered safety glass. Taking a picture with an iPad. Years ago, at one of my kiddos' B-day parties, my brother-in-law was using this Gantt tablet, some Android or something, to take pics. My side of the family still brings it up to make fun of him. My older aunts that are 70 plus use their iPads to take pics. We also just smile and play along. As a kid, I used a tablet to take photos. But it only had the 0.3 MPX selfie camera. Looking for a photo to show on your phone, but it takes forever. This is horrible. The longer it takes, the less interested the other person becomes, the more frustrated you get trying to find it. Then when you do find it, after all that, it just felt like a chore, and you regret doing it. Or those awkward moments where they're looking at your phone with you, waiting to see the photo/video you want to show them, and you have to scroll quickly in the hopes of them not seeing something weird or inappropriate on your phone. Even worse is when they're holding your phone. Wait, what are you doing scrolling? I gave you my phone to show you this one specific picture. Not to browse. Hospital gown with bare ass. Nah, I own that shit. That's what they get for making me take off my boxers for a surgery nowhere near there and not having the ties for the gown. They might need quick access to insert a catheter. I had a surgery where they realized things were going to take longer than expected, and they catheterized me. Didn't expect that upon waking up. Just been in hospital with a catheter for about a week. Yuck. When I was a kid, my mom was in the hospital and I heard an old man scream as they put one in him and swore I'd never get one. I was unable to stick to my own promise. If I'm paying $6,000 out of pocket to cover my deductible, they can stare straight into my asshole for every cent. Trying to take off pants without removing shoes first. Is this a common phenomenon? LOL, I am a dumb motherfucker and I can confidently say I've never once tried this. I've done this. Sober, no less. Sometimes you want different pants but your shoes are a hassle to take on and off. Y'all must be wearing shoes around the house. It usually happens when you are trying to pair a pair of heels or otherwise complicated shoes with different outfits. If I can squeeze the shoes through the pants, I absolutely will, because those little buckles and whatnot require super uncomfy positions to clink into place and nobody got time for that, lol. Doing manual labor, retail, or food service work while the boss is watching. Whether you care about your job or not, I swear dropped objects, inability to find stock, and just plain looking stupid jump 200% if the boss is looking. Same with typing if anyone is watching you in an office environment. My boss likes to sneak up behind me and say, "So do you know what you're doing?" He thinks it's fucking hilarious. I have named my stomach ulcer after him. My boss asked me to toss him a tape measure and I threw it completely over the truck. You're so right, I always feel like I'm doing something wrong. Running with a backpack on. The bears love it though. Please elaborate, lol. Haha. This is me at least twice a week trying to catch my train home from work. My husband's favorite hobby while working from home is watching people run trying to catch the train. He lives for others' misery, lol. Some have extra straps so you can run with them. I'm in love with those straps. Tripping up stairs. Ever stubbed your toe on a step? Brother, I've stubbed my toe on flat ground. I lose faith in my own nerves when that happens. I've stubbed my toe on my other toes. I think human toes are actively trying to kill themselves at every opportunity. I dunno, sometimes the ground can be deceptively flat. Trying to find your car when you lost it in a parking lot. I once went shopping at the mall and when I was done I couldn't even remember which side of the mall I'd parked on. That was fun. How long did it take you in the end? They'll let you know when they finally find it. I lost my car for 45 minutes in a Costco parking lot once. I worked in a building that had a front and back parking lot, with a large main hallway that went through the middle. So many people would forget which side they parked on, and it was a fairly small building. When you go to speak and choke on your own spit and sit there for 30 minutes coughing to try and collect yourself. I hate that so much. Choking on spit is somehow the worst. I cough for ages. Only happened to me maybe twice ever, but damn, I hate that. It's even worse if it happens when you're on the phone. Had this happened to me in a class I was in. My desk mates laughed at me while I awkwardly joined in their laughing. Took me like 10 to 15 minutes to fully recollect myself, since I'm pretty sure my face was super red from all that coughing. This happens to me way too often. Please like and subscribe for more daily content.